Hey guys, I hope you're well. You want to see a grin? I'm parked at my rig, and my rig's parked in our laundry utility room, and I love it in here. I feel isolated from the family. I made a phone contact this morning, and I saw something flashing down here, man. Flashing right in there to the time of my speech. To the time of my speech. It was. This is N8NK thanking you. And it was bright orange colored, man. And it was coming from right in that area at the very tip of my finger. Let's take a look. Okay, I'm laying on the laundry room floor, and family's gonna think I'm nuts if they see me. Well, scratch all that bullshit. They know I'm nuts. I take psych meds. What I have happening here, these three modules are each capable of 40 amps all day long, with just passive cooling. I've got three of them daisy chained in series. Right? And I've got them cranked down to whatever it is, 4.8 volts, is it? I don't know. You do the math. And that connection right there was loose. Loosey-goosey. And it was getting hot, man. It was glowing red. It was flashing red with the timing to the time of my speech. I checked all the screws, and they all took another little smudge, another little nudge of the screwdriver. They were all loose. Not loose, but they all took about an eighth of a turn. The thermal cycling, I guess, but they run cool all day. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who knows? I tightened them, sure as hell I did when I built this thing. But it's been a while, and over the years, they came loose. Check your power supply connection hardware, guys. If you don't, it could fail on you. Hang on. Now I'm laying on my side. I concocted that as a means of connecting my Yaesu power supply cables. Now I can't tell if my phone's level, but how do you like that approach? I reject Anderson power pole connectors. And if you think you're cutting those off, you're crazier than I am. Man, look at that crap. Looks too good a deal to be believed. $80. I notice it doesn't include an MMPT controller, and it's a polycrystalline. Doesn't that mean that if you cover one of those rectangular elements, the voltage, the output drops to nothing? Hang on. Reason I'm looking at my laptop with you, I had something rather unfortunate happen. I've got two ThinkPads here, and man, a couple weeks ago I spilled a quarter of a cup of delicious hot swill into the keyboard. And these ThinkPads have drainage channels completely through the machine and out the bottom for just such an event. And it drained out, and it's been working fine until lately, last few days, man. Making video and commenting and replying to, it's become misery, man. Especially the letter Y. My plan, pull the keyboard out, show you how I do it, and first rinse it under some nice warm water for a minute, and then rinse it off again outside with some distilled water. Lay it in the sun, let it dry all day. Be fine. We'll pause you. Who's gonna help me? Dang. Ham radio pervades my videos. I'll pause you, and Go grab a screwdriver, show you, stick you on a tripod, show you how you pull the keyboard out of a ThinkPad. Takes seconds. Hey man, before I destroy my laptop, you want to see something pretty crazy? You want to see how long it takes this Mint Linux system to shut down and start up? Let me choose power off, and let me choose restart. You get to watch them both in one whack. I'll click it. I'm going to click restart now. Boom, dead. Watch how fast it boots. Start the time now. Once you see the ThinkPad logo go away, the boot process has started. If you time it, I timed it this morning. Boom, done. It's nuts, man. This is a full-blown Linux system, man. When I first installed the SSD and installed the operating system, I timed it. It took about 17 seconds. I timed it again today. It took about 17 seconds. And the reason is you don't have any goddamn Windows registry file that keeps track of every tiny little nuance of every software package you've ever installed and then removed. And it has to run through that monster registry file every time you boot. Linux has none. Linux does not slow down over time. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jack. And not just Jack, but the rest of you guys. I love Linux, man. You want to see something I find occasionally exceedingly useful? Let me open a program. Let's say that's a misbehaving program. And you can't close it. It won't close. I see that happen once in a while. And more often than not, it's my video editor. You know what I do? I hit Control-Alt-T. Control-Alt-T. I get a terminal window pops up. And I type xkill. And you see what I got? I got this little cross. And one hint though, if you're using Linux and you want to use xkill, make sure the window that's misbehaving will still be visible behind your terminal window. It's generally a good idea to have your terminal window open pretty small on a system for that reason, if for no other. So I got the X. You click it on the misbehaving program, boom, it's gone. You want to see if I can use xkill to commit suicide, to kill itself? Let's see. Another try. Up arrow will bring up the last command you ever used. Enter. Okay. I've got my kill cross, the killer cross. I'm going to kill the terminal. Boom. It did. It committed suicide. Check it out, man. How much RAM does your Winblow system take? Mine? Well, I've got a full-blown Linux system running with 921 megabytes of RAM. And if that's not snotty enough, check this out. Man, check this out. You know what Linux nerds like to do? They like to compare top. You don't know what comparing top is? Let me tap my up arrow. I know I've used it. Top. What's comparing top? Where is I got my glasses on. Sorry. Up. It gives the current time, then up time. Well, 4 minutes, because we just rebooted, right? They're comparing up times of years. Oh man, I want to show you one more thing. It's an old program in Linux. I better take my glasses off. I'm blind. Called Marble. You want to see what's fun with Marble, man? For one thing, it'll tell me the path, the distance between any 2 points on the globe, but so will my logger, right? Let's see how far away Perth is. Perth, Australia. Australia. And I don't know why it snapped to Perth like that, because I have it set to animate. But here's Perth, Australia. It'll show you the distance, no blah blah blah. A handy function is well, my logger does too, but it'll show you the azimuth. I'm going to set a measurement point there. Watch this animation. I'm going to click home now. Oh man, pretty. Let me set another measurement point. And now then it connected to two measurement points. You want to see something, man? You look on a map. You look on many maps and you see your path drawn and it's a curve. It's like, wow, that's cool. My signal's going, whoa. You like that? Whoa. God, I'm disturbed. But in reality, your signal looks like that. And you know what else is cool, man? Look at the path between Perth and my QTH here. Dang, a long haul QSO. Me think so. Distance, I doubt you can read that. 11,128. The planet Earth is 24,000 miles in circumference. This is truly, well, it's about 900 miles shy of halfway around the planet. You know what, man? That's a hellacious. And you know what, man? You want to see something? Check this out. Check this out, man. I got my logger closed. I had you paused, but I figured it's much more exciting. You'd love to watch my logger boot. Now we'll pause you. And so, not to be a complete jerk, but most hams are, so I will be too. Watch the cursor. Who did I work? That's right. Zulu Lima 1. Okay, man. No bullshit. Whew. I'll be right back. I need to chew a tobacco, man. This is where bullshit turned into bullshit ends, and now I want to be serious, and I'm a ball of nerves. Scared. Hang on. Okay, I shut it down, I flipped it over, and right now I'm going to remove that screw right there, which exposes the RAM module and the keyboard screw, and it exposes a location where you can install what do you call those doodad hard drives? Oh, M squared, shit, I'm getting old. These are the drainage holes around the machine. And remember, boys, 30 scene cuts per minute. It's a sweet spot for a movie. Here's the location for that other device and or drive if you choose. These are antenna connectors in case what you're installing is a Bluetooth or Wi-Fi device. Come into view. That's the screw for the keyboard. I'm going to pop it out of there. And I must apologize. I heard an inner voice saying, "Hey, Floso, what's wrong with you? You trying to show people how stupid you are? That's the screw for the other device." This is the keyboard screw, boys. Okay. Let's turn the patient over. Okay. I finally remembered this shot. This is the first shot I think I've ever done that I remembered to lock the focus in on the keyboard so that my hands moving around don't pump the video in and out. Damn it. So what you do with this keyboard, you put your hands on it and you slide it that way. And if it won't slide that way, then you need to get a couple little helpers. I'll try to slide it by hand with you and see if I can. Nope, I cannot. There we go. It slid forward. So I'm going to take a small screwdriver here and help it a little bit. And up it comes. At this point, you pull back, and that releases it. And then you want to reach underneath. The ribbon cable is long enough. You can see that it's the end of the ribbon, flat flex cable. You pull upward to release the cable. I think you can see that, can you? You want to zoom in? You pull upward, and that should release like that. I'm going to pause you to zoom you back out, otherwise it, yeah. And the next step to remove the keyboard, lift it up, lift it up higher, pull towards you, because it's done, man. That's all there is to it. You want to take a peek, see inside a ThinkPad? I'll take you on a tour. This is the CMOS battery backup battery, which you should never have to change, but should you, it's right there, plugged in with a connector. This is another location for those M2E. What, man? It has been that long. I don't remember what they're called. It could be a hard drive, it could be a Wi-Fi card, you name it, man. A cellular, a 5G card. Yeah. If you want to let 5G carry every known virus in the universe into your machine, according to those in the know. I'm sorry, man. And if you do, man, no. If you believe 5G technology spreads viruses via RF, you're stupid. I will not apologize for that. This is my Bluetooth/Wi-Fi card right here. Man, boy, is that, you can barely see. I'm going to rearrange, I'll get a better view. Frickin' glare was worse than that which comes off of my ass on a sunny day. The CPU is under this heat sink right here. These heat pipes run up to this fan assembly. I've changed fans in my other ThinkPad before, and it's a non-event, man. It's easy. You have to remove the CPU. But again, and you probably should at that point, to replace the thermal grease, which I've done on both of my machines. It's really a serviceable machine, man. It's a very serviceable machine. And the keyboard drainage did its job, for I see no... Did I go into your left ear? Am I now in your right? I see no drainage. I see no signs of liquid, but I'll look closer before I put it back together. Okay, I wonder what turning the room light on does. Boom! What does it do? It made it better. I should have in the first place. What do I call this? Let me grab my notes. Yeah, so I've covered the power supply and the fails. I've had fails. I've covered the power supply, the fails. I've covered the mint tips. I've covered, look, guys. Do you see it? Where the circle is by my thumb? MARBEL. Dear Lord, if there is a God above, he gave me stupidity. That's about it. Would you like to join me living in America? Actually, I wish I lived in Europe for a while. I'd love to finish the rest of my years in Ireland. Living in America. If they hear me, I'm committed, and you'll never see this. They got that. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. Been a long time, been a long time, been a long time. Ba-dum, ba-dum, dum, dum, dum. Dun, 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 dun. to me from somewhere. ThinkPad porn. I've cheated. I've reconnected the flat flex cable, and it took me about 3 seconds. I'm going to try this. This is still just laying there. I'll take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing, and see how much trouble I have popping this. You got to press down on along the top edge, because the whole top edge has to slide back in. There's some tabs. And that's it. I'm going to flip it over. Would you like to see me fail? Are you helping for failure? Yeah. Yeah. You think Blozo failed? You think Blozo blew it? On a serious note, you think Blozo needs to pull it back out and set it in the sun? If it weren't a plastic keyboard, it's awful flexible and flimsy. If it were a stiffer object, man, don't even. I'd put it in an oven set to warm. Let's see what happens. Come on, ThinkPad. Come on, damn it. Come on, I pause you. Oh man, my needs and wants are simple. All I ask for is the letter Y. Whoa, my mouse is going wild, boys. That's because of me, not the laptop. All I ask for is the letter Y. Here, man. Oh, dear God, please. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.